Football is beautiful, and regardless of your body type and skill set, there is a position for you. Quarterbacks need to be strong and accurate, wide receivers need to be fast and good with their hands, and running backs need to have a stocky build and speed. At this point, it is easy to think that all you need to play football successfully is the right skill set. Unfortunately, you need a little more than just skill. The place of luck cannot be overemphasized. Since the inception of the NFL, there have been several lucky moments, but some of them stand out. From Antonio Freeman's Monday Night Miracle to the Immaculate Reception, these are the luckiest NFL moments. There are several famous plays in NFL history, and of these plays, the Immaculate Reception is one of the most famous. Well, beyond being famous, it is also as lucky as a play can get. We'll take a trip back to the 1972 AFC divisional round for a game between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers at Three Rivers Stadium. The game, which ended 13-7, saw the Steelers losing 6-7 with about 22 seconds left to play. Just when it seemed like it was all over, the Steelers took advantage of their last chance to make a difference in this game. This moment of luck began when Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw tried connecting with running back John Fuqua with a pass. He was under a lot of pressure and drifted to the right momentarily. He was about to drift to the left when he released a pass to Fuqua. Affected by the pass rush, the ball didn't make it to Fuqua. Rather, it bounced off the Raiders' safety Jack Tatum's helmet, with Fuqua getting knocked down in the process. The ball was about to hit the ground when the Steelers got lucky. Just before the ball made contact with the ground, Steelers running back Franco Harris caught the ball and ran for a touchdown. He was followed by a couple of Raiders players, with one making a desperate dive for the ball. Luckily, he got out of this in one piece, going on to score a game-winning touchdown. NFL Films chose the Immaculate Reception as the most controversial play of all time.
A white stallion, heading up Franco's Italian army, and galloping off into the sunset.
As well as the greatest. That's not all. It was a turning point for the Steelers as it was their first playoff win in franchise history. In the end, the Steelers had more than just a lucky moment. They had a lucky game and an even luckier year. The Immaculate Reception was great, but Antonio Freeman's Monday Night Miracle takes things to a whole new level. For this moment, we take a trip to a windy and wet Monday night at Lambeau Field, where Green Bay Packers wide receiver Antonio Freeman made the catch of his life. He had to wait for a Week 10 game in the 2000 NFL season to do this. This game saw the Green Bay Packers beat the Minnesota Vikings 26-20 in overtime in an encounter that will always be remembered as wild and thrilling.
Wait a minute! Freeman takes it out! It's out into his hands! He takes it in the end zone! Touchdown!
However, what the NFL will never forget is Freeman's unbelievable catch. This catch will go down in history as a blend of luck and determination. In a moment, a play went from an incomplete pass to a touchdown. While this touchdown helped the Packers win this game, what really caught the attention of the NFL is a catch that is considered the 7th best catch on NFL Films' list of the 10 greatest catches of all time. It all began when Packers quarterback Brett Favre threw a pass to Freeman, but failed to connect. The pass had been intercepted by Vikings cornerback Chris Dishman after a brief tussle with Freeman, who slipped on the wet grass, but just when Dishman felt he had successfully intercepted this pass, the ball fell out of his hands and bounced off Freeman's left shoulder before finding its way into his waiting arms. Although the wide receiver struggled for a moment, he soon gained full composure, got on his feet, beat Vikings safety Robert Griffin, and ran 15 yards to score a touchdown. Unlike Freeman, who stayed with the play and scored a touchdown, this next player made a lucky catch. Sadly, this wasn't followed by a touchdown. For this moment, we journey down to the third quarter of an NFC championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions in 2024. The Lions were leading the 49ers 24-10 when 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy threw a 45-yard pass to wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. Unfortunately, this pass was a little too strong and went to Lions cornerback Kindle Vildor instead.
A lot of time. Steps into one. Launching deep. Going for Brandon Aiyuk. It is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet.
The Lions player had a perfect chance to intercept this pass, but he let the ball bounce off his hands and then his helmet and into the waiting arms of Aiyuk, who was careful to prevent the ball from making contact with the ground. Although the 49ers didn't score a touchdown on this play, they eventually scored a touchdown 3 plays later. Aiyuk is perhaps not used to being lucky, but we can't say the same about Tennessee Titans tight end Delanie Walker, who many consider the master of lucky catches.
Put in his vision here with the Titans. Ball tip and caught on the rebound.
This lucky moment didn't come close to a touchdown, but is proof of how lucky Walker can be. In the second quarter of a Week 11 game between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 2015 NFL season, quarterback Marcus Mariota threw a risky pass to a Titan player in the middle of the field. Although the player caught the ball, he was unable to hold on to it due to pressure from Jacksonville Jaguars linebacker Telvin Smith. Just when it seemed like it was all over, the ball was tipped and found its way to Walker, who got tackled to the ground almost immediately after he received the ball. As much as Walker couldn't do much with the ball, getting the ball out of nothing was quite the definition of a lucky moment. Unlike this lucky catch that wasn't much of a threat to the Jaguars, this next catch led to a touchdown.
Here they come, and there goes Mariota, up for grabs, and was caught on the deflection by Delanie Walker.
2 weeks before Walker's lucky catch against the Jaguars, he got lucky in a Week 9 game against the New Orleans Saints. He caught a 61-yard pass from rookie quarterback Marcus Mariota and ended what would have been a victory for the Saints. In the second quarter of this game, Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota tried connecting to tight end Delanie Walker. This throw would have turned out to be out of bounds and therefore incomplete. However, the Titans got lucky as this pass was deflected by a Saints player. Before this deflection, Saints defensive backs Keenan Lewis and Jairus Byrd came close to an interception, but for some reason, neither of them were willing to let the other have the honors. In their confusion, they ran into one another, and Lewis tipped the ball into the waiting arms of Walker, who went on to score a touchdown. There are many moments in the NFL one could consider lucky, all depending on what side of the coin you fall on and who you're rooting for, but these are some of the luckiest moments we've seen in recent history. If you had a blast watching this, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest crazy content. Drop a comment below and let us know which moment blew your mind the most. Catch you all in the next one.